the face of a religion is often deceiving. Imagine a community where neighbors dress neatly, children go door to door offering free literature, and adults speak warmly of hope and paradise. They're among the friendliest people you'll ever meet. But beneath that polished image, a system thrives that's built not on freedom, but on absolute control. Welcome to the untold story of the Jehovah's Witnesses. This is a journey back to a history that dates to the late 1800s, a time when Charles Taze Russell, a man wrestling with traditional Christianity, rejected the concept of hellfire, dismissed the doctrine of the Trinity, and redefined Jesus not as the Son of God but as Michael the Archangel in human form. Russell's teachings found fertile ground among those disillusioned by conventional churches. He established the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society in 1881, later renamed the Watchtower Society. Its purpose, to spread his unique interpretation of the Bible. In 1909, Russell's followers were ready for a grand spectacle. They gathered in a convention that promised to unveil the secrets of the Lord's imminent arrival. The event was a sensation. Thousands of attendees sang, shouted, and listened intently as Russell passionately delivered a message that shook the religious world. Russell shared his interpretation of Bible chronology, asserting that the birth of Jesus did not occur in 06 BC as commonly believed, but in 29 AD. He meticulously calculated the duration of Jesus' earthly ministry to conclude that it ended in 33 AD with his death. According to Russell, the world's end was near, and so in 1914, a year etched in history, Russell announced that the end of the world had arrived, albeit invisibly. As far as he and his followers were concerned, the earth had become invisible. No physical changes accompanied this shift, and yet Russell insisted that the world had indeed ended. After Russell's passing in 1916, the mantle of leadership fell upon J.F. Rutherford, but the story doesn't end there. The society continues to thrive today, with over 8 million members worldwide, who eagerly await a future marked by divine intervention. In the heart of Warwick, New York, amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life, sits an unassuming building at 25 Columbia Heights. It might appear like any ordinary office space, but within its walls resides an entity that wields extraordinary power, the governing body. This small group of men, numbering around 10, decides the fate of 8 million lives. They interpret scriptures, shape beliefs, and dictate behaviors for Jehovah's Witnesses across the globe. You might wonder, how did this body attain such influence? The answer lies in the structure of the organization. The governing body acts as the highest court of authority, but it's not elected. Rather, its members select one another, creating a self-perpetuating system of power. Their influence is felt in every aspect of a witness's life, from the way they understand the Bible to how they interact with the world. And this power isn't just spiritual, it seeps into every facet of a member's existence. The governing body sets the rules, and their words are considered the voice of God himself. If you question their interpretation, you're labeled an apostate, a term that carries more weight than simply unbeliever. To witnesses, an apostate is dangerous, even evil, and questioning the governing body's authority can lead to shunning, the severing of all ties with family and friends. It's a punishment that can feel like a living death. But why do millions obey? The answer lies in the training they receive from childhood. Witnesses are taught to trust, not to question. Independent thought is discouraged, labeled as dangerous. Doubts and questions are silenced, not addressed. Yet blindly following authority isn't the only tool they wield. Jehovah's Witnesses are renowned for their door-to-door ministry. They knock on doors with smiles, offering free literature, engaging in friendly conversations. They're among the friendliest people you'll encounter, but behind this friendly facade, a system of fear operates. The Watchtower Society's influence extends beyond its members. Its legal team is formidable, protecting the organization and its assets aggressively. The society has been involved in numerous lawsuits regarding property rights, child abuse cases, and issues related to blood transfusions. In some instances, the Watchtower Society has emerged victorious, while in others, it's faced criticism and scrutiny. Let's delve deeper into the practices that set them apart. Jehovah's Witnesses are known for their refusal of blood transfusions, even in life-threatening situations. This practice stems from their interpretation of the Bible, particularly the prohibition of eating blood found in Leviticus 17:10. For witnesses, this verse holds strict meaning, dictating that they abstain from consuming blood under any circumstance. As a result, Jehovah's Witnesses refuse not only to consume blood products themselves, but also to accept them in emergencies. Instead, they rely on alternative treatments, such as saline solutions and the removal of blood from the body through machines. This principled stand has led to complications and ethical dilemmas, especially in cases where blood transfusions could potentially save lives. Education is another area where Jehovah's Witnesses often face challenges. While the organization runs its own schools for its members, it also grapples with integrating its beliefs into mainstream educational systems. Jehovah's Witnesses typically withdraw their children from public schools once they reach the 8th grade, believing that the academic environment becomes increasingly worldly at higher levels. They then educate their children at home, or enroll them in private religious schools affiliated with the Watchtower Society. This approach ensures that their children are shielded from influences they view as negative. But it also raises questions about the scope and quality of education provided outside traditional institutions. The question is, what drives millions to follow this path? Let's look at the factors that contribute to the persistence of this organization. First and foremost, the emotional bond forged during indoctrination leaves an indelible mark that's challenging to erase. Early exposure to the teachings of the Jehovah's Witnesses creates a sense of familiarity and comfort that is hard to give up. Over time, these teachings become deeply ingrained, shaping a worldview that's difficult to abandon. Second, the social support within the Jehovah's Witnesses community plays a pivotal role. Members often find a strong sense of belonging and acceptance within their congregations. The close-knit nature of the community reinforces adherence to its beliefs and discourages individuals from seeking alternatives. The fear of isolation and the loss of this support network serve as powerful deterrents to leaving. Furthermore, the Jehovah's Witnesses employ effective strategies to maintain control over their members. Shunning, the practice of cutting off contact with those who leave the faith or question its teachings, is a potent tool that discourages dissent. It creates an atmosphere of fear and reinforces the idea that leaving is not an option. The threat of shunning acts as a psychological barrier, preventing individuals from exploring other beliefs or seeking to change the organization's practices. It's important to note that despite the negative aspects, Jehovah's Witnesses have made positive contributions to society. Their commitment to peace and non-violence has led to conscientious objection to military service. Members often demonstrate compassion and willingness to help those in need, providing food, clothing, and emotional support to the less fortunate. These acts of kindness serve as a testament to the humanitarian values espoused by their faith. As we conclude this exploration, it's crucial to recognize the complexity of the issue. While the Jehovah's Witnesses have their own beliefs and practices, understanding their history and the factors that contribute to their persistence is essential. By shedding light on their journey, we aim to promote tolerance, respect, and appreciation for the diversity of human beliefs and experiences. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Jehovah's Witnesses after hearing this? Do you believe they are a religion of truth or a system of control? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.